Hello everyone, Ambrose here. Just wanted to talk to you about what I said at our parish in-council meeting. We were hoping to doing it live, but technology didn't work for us on the day. So this is just kind of more or less the same to give you a flavour of what we talked about. Obviously you won't get the individual statements or from the various officials of the parish, catechetical coordinator, pastoral worker, etc. But it'll just give you a flavour of what we talked about in the last Sunday. So just to thank a very warm welcome to everybody for joining the parish in-council meeting, both in person in the hall, and we had it through Zoom as well. This was the fourth meeting of the 20th of February, a fourth meeting in this format of the parish in-council. The aim of the afternoon is to give a broad stroke and overview of what's been going on in the parish since our last parish in-council meeting in February 2021, but also since part 2 of the parish in-council session in October, which is the more interactive with group discussion on topics taken from the questionnaire. That meeting also happened just after the synodal pathway was announced and began its journey of listening. It looks like that 2022 will be the year that we will be able to kickstart so many of the ventures that were beginning to take shape before March 2020 and the first lockdown. As you can see from our agenda, I think Daniel had it up on the website just before the meeting, we will be hearing about the key areas of the parish life, a non-stop gap to various activities of the parish throughout the year. The parish faces a lot of challenges this year, as we move back into a very different world setting, and yet the fundamental needs remain the same. A fundamental one is to ensure that we are able to finance our parish mission and evangelisation for the year, and indeed years ahead, in order to continue the service of care and to plan for the future. Our parish pastoral council is truly up and running and finding its momentum. Krisha, our pastoral coordinator, Deacon Gordon, Father Timothy and myself are the parish team members of the Pastoral Council. And a big thank you to all its members, Ibi Abassi, our chair, Brendan Curran, our secretary, and Stephen Ballock, who has hit the road sprinting, taking the lead in our parish engagements with the participation in the synodal pathway journey. Stephen will say a few words on that later on, but he's also issued a statement around the feedback on the listening sessions that we had in the parish. It is due to Stephen's hard work and commitment that those who volunteered as listening facilitators and indeed participate in the listening sessions, that as a parish we fully engaged with the synodal pathway. Yes, it would have been good to get more people involved, but that is the challenge that we face, and as we move forward and strive to get those on the fringes more active and involved in the parish. The Parish Pastoral Council is on target to being the hub where we link those who are coming to the parish office and need support and need help, and to coordinate our pastoral outreach and be a communication base to all the various parish groups. Finance. A big thank you to all our parishioners who are supporting the parish financially, and especially those who contribute through standing orders, and all those who have renewed their mandate to the new bank account. Geraldine Nelson in the Ealing Abbey Trust Office works very hard all over the year round as administrator of the parish finances, and has worked very hard to make the transition to these new bank accounts and the standing orders as smooth as possible. And the parish is very grateful to her and gives her much thanks for all her hard work. However, our income is still falling well short of funding the cost of running the parish and maintaining the services that we are currently providing. We have put in the necessary investment to make it easier and more convenient to support the parish financially, but managing the future requires more and more support. I'm going to let Betty talk about more later on, and I would also like to thank her and the Parish Finance Committee members, Betty as our chair, Julie Pierce as the secretary, Ibi Abassi, Deacon Gordon Nunn and Stephen Ballock. And since November we're delighted to have Liz McCory on the committee. The parish is very grateful to all of them for sharing their time, their advice and professional expertise and experience to enable the parish to manage its finances proficiently and plan appropriately for the future. And we're very lucky and grateful and thank very much Sharon Daly, are the Ealing Abbey Trust lay bursar, who is also a parishioner, who is also on the committee and prepares the parish accounts and manages the parish finances. As you know, we had our parish finance report, that pie chart, in March 2021, and a letter from me in October 21 on the finances. And Betty also did her pulpit talk on Sunday the 12th of December. Our parish website and our parish Facebook page. We now have the parish website we want, but like all these things, it is constantly needs updating, reworking and adjusting, and to make sure people can access the information they need quickly and easily, and that we as a parish team can use it as a key tool in getting our message out there. Daniel continues to put incredible amount of time and work into it, and I thank him very much. It has been a key tool for our catechesis too. The live streaming of Masses since September 2020 is working very well and allowing the Abbey to reach out beyond the parish and also keep connected with those who are housebound. In this way, we have moved forward dramatically and ultimately caught up. The two donation portals, one at the back of the church and the other at the bookshop porch entrance, have been working very well. We had a recent issue that turned out to be that squirrels were eating the outside wiring between the parish office and the church, which caused the portal at the back of the church to be out of order. In these ways, we continue to move forward by using modern technology to support and communicate the gospel message better and able to reach out more people and to financially be able to fund that and support that. In March, I will have been parish priest for 5 years, and as mentioned before, Father Timothy and myself are the only two full-time monks on the parish team. We are very grateful for the support given to us on the parish by Abbot Dominic, Father Peter, especially the family mass at 10:15 on Sundays, and his podcasts, and also Abbot Martin, who also spends a lot of time manning our emergency mobile phone and contact. Deacons Gordon, Nunn, Ian Edwards and Alex Burke are 3 deacons of the parish, for which we are very privileged and grateful to have. They are leading our baptismal preparation programme, and their wealth of experience and supporting the sacramental life of the church of the parish is very valued very much. Catechesis. Funding our catechesis is the core of our parish evangelisation and allows us more efficiently to engage with and work towards meeting those areas you have raised as matters of concern through the listening sessions of the Synodal Pathway. Daniel Ferguson has been our catechetical coordinator since September 2018, and he will give a more in-depth review of the catechesis for the year, and that has happened at the meeting. But I would like to thank him for his enthusiasm, his initiatives, and the role he's playing in inspiring others in the parish to find out about their faith and get involved in the life of the parish. Daniel has direct responsibility for confirmation, First Holy Communion programme, and our Tuesday school for those attending non-Catholic schools, and with our RCIA programmes for adults who want to become Catholic. I cannot emphasise enough how important and crucial it has been and is that we have a full-time parish catechetical coordinator. I also thank our volunteer catechists for their time and commitment and their ministry. We have a great team and it is ever evolving. But there's so much more that we need to engage with and try to respond to and meet the catechetical needs of older teenagers and adults who haven't been baptised or confirmed or received their First Holy Communion. This is a trend that is happening more and more. And a couple of Sundays ago, we had 2 young teenagers, young adults, who on their own bat and their own initiative approached the parish office and approached Daniel asking for baptism and to be to find out about their faith in order to lead to that moment. So it's a wonderful, unique scenario. Our issue is how do we support and nourish these people as we lead them to grow, develop in their understanding of the Catholic faith and to build their personal relationship with Jesus. These are the topics you raised as part of the Synodal Pathway. Having a full-time Catholic parish catechetical coordinator is fundamental to Ealing Abbey Parish, and it makes sure that we have the capacity and outreach and support skills to meet that need. Only the last couple of weeks ago, I met someone whose partner is Jewish and has been exploring the New Testament. But all the courses, such as Alpha, etc., that he ends up on, he ends up explaining to them about the Hebrew Scriptures, of which he knows more. It becomes the developing of our relationship with Jesus, the Messiah, that becomes the issue and our need and our task. We have quite a number of parishioners who are involved in this, and we're very grateful to them. Our pastoral care and social outreach, Krisha Carr is our parish pastoral coordinator, and she spoke at the meeting around that, and she liaises with those who need it. The parish office is the hub and the first port of call for many who need our support. Krisha is that listening ear and that practical support, and with Maggie as our secretary, how the parish supports those who need help to get back on track. Krisha liaises with Vincent de Paul especially on this, and I thank her very much. But the other part of her role is with parish liturgies. Our parish special needs group has 3 liturgies throughout the year, and many thanks to Philly Codrington for coordinating this. Krisha comes up with the ideas for arts and crafts that form the introduction to our liturgies. I also want to thank Deacon Gordon and all those who have volunteered on the Ealing Church's winter night shelter, which has been a huge success. This year, we didn't have it in 2020. This year in January 2022, we didn't have it in 2021, and this year we did have it, but the residents, the guests, were all in a bed and breakfast in Southall, and so that meant that we ended up bringing the meals to them in the bed and breakfast in Southall, as opposed to them coming here to Ealing Abbey and then going to their place of shelter. Liturgies mentioned. We have our liturgy in November for the families and relatives and friends of deceased parishioners. In November 21, that was our 5th year of this liturgy. We had it in person and live streaming, and it's an important liturgy for our parish outreach. There are refreshments afterwards with an opportunity to mix and talk. And my thanks to Krisha, Maggie in the parish office, Fab Dupuy and Robert Brown and Elizabeth Wareham in their preparing and enhancing the spiritual experience of the liturgy. Mass is also offered in November for all parishioners who have died all over the years, and we keep them in our prayers. This year, on Wednesday the 25th of May, we will have our 2nd liturgy for those affected by suicide. Our first one was in April 2019, and the lockdown and pandemic prevented it happening in the last 2 years. But this year, in May, the liturgy will hopefully take place. We have committed ourselves as a parish to keep on trying to support those we can who are struggling with their mental health, and particularly those who have been affected with suicide. So there'll be more about that in the coming weeks. Safeguarding, we have 3 parish safeguarding representatives, Jim Welch, Makalita Katoke and Suzanne Nunn. And I'm very grateful to their commitment and their diligence and experience in performing their roles. We also have a parish safeguarding committee, Monica McCarthy, who's a head teacher and parishioner, Paul Adair, another head teacher in special needs and parishioner, and Marcella Phelan, who is he was retired from Ealing Social Services, I think Young Adult Services, that she was involved with. And together with Father Timothy and myself, the committee meets 3 times a year. The committee members are a valuable source of knowledge, advice and experience for our safeguarding reps, and to feedback to and to get support on matters of concern. And I'm very grateful for all of them and their support that they give and their time. It is a very valuable part of our safeguarding life of the church. It is a given that as a parish we continue to remember in our prayers all those who have been affected and abused emotionally, physically, psychologically, physically and sexually by as abuse. We continue to commit ourselves to do our very best to support them in any way we can. We also ensure that we can do everything we can as a church, as a parish and as a monastic community to make Ealing Abbey safe for everyone, and most especially for children and all those who are most vulnerable. We never stop in that mission. And then just around administration and maintenance, I'd like to say a big thank you to Radek, who is the estate's manager, for all that he has done to make sure during particularly the COVID-19, the lockdown and coming out of it, and putting up signs and the sanitising agents and the cleaning. He's put a huge amount of work in and has been very diligent in that. And our Roberto, who is the monastic site caretaker, so he just doesn't cover just the parish, he covers all the other areas of the site, who are working very hard to make the site safe and clear. Maggie Curtin, our parish secretary, is full-time, and I'm very grateful to all the work that she does in the parish and supports people. She also contributes 5 hours of that time to safeguarding and supporting the administrative aspects in particular of our safeguarding reps. There is a lot to give thanks for and to be inspired with the courage of the Holy Spirit to move forward in bringing the message of the gospel to more people. We have come a long way and with a lot of help and support from so many people, both parishioners and friends of Ealing Abbey. Our continued strength is a tribute to the parish community that exists and has been built up over a long history of the Ealing Abbey parish. I thank you all very much for all your hard work and support in keeping the Catholic life of Ealing alive and blossoming. And with your help and support, we will continue to do so for generations to come. God bless you all and to keep you safe from all harm. And in this time, we remember especially the people of Ukraine and those who are affected by this moment in our world history. And we pray and keep on praying for peace in our world, in our country, and in our family homes. God bless you all, and thank you for listening.